Graphing a system of two linear inequalities, basic. For this topic, I've gone ahead and saved us some time. Again, you should at this point know how to graph your lines. So I have both of our lines here. I've got our first line here in black. We've got our second line here in blue. Both, please note that are dashed because they are just regular inequalities. They do not have the equal to. Okay, and I again have picked 0, 0 as our test point, and I've drawn this up here because you'll need to do this problem on paper. So if you haven't been doing stuff on paper, this is one topic you will need to do on paper, because if you accidentally don't erase everything correctly at Alex, it will mark it wrong. So I have gone ahead, sketch it out on your paper. Again, remember, if you don't remember how to graph, please go back and look at our graphing linear equations. And I have used 0, 0 as a test point for both. So our first equation, we ended up finding out that it was false. So we've got 0 is greater than 7, false. Since it is false, we're looking at our first line here. Okay, and it's going to be kind of important to know which line's which. Since it was false, that means I was going to do gray. Everything on this side is shaded. Okay, so I'm going to kind of shade on this side because it's false. So we want to color the other side away from 0, 0. Now looking at our blue line, we end up finding that 0 is less than 5, which is true. So that means we need to shade over 0, 0 from our blue line. Okay, which means everything right here is shaded. Okay, this example, however, we don't necessarily want all of the shading. We just want the part where it overlaps. So we're looking for the part that's gray and blue. And so if you look here, I'm going to kind of do a different color here. This area here is what's shaded for both. And that is the only thing that Alex is going to want. So knowing that, I'm going to go ahead and pull up our problem on Alex. I did not draw the lines already. I should have, but that's okay. We can plot these real quick. And there's that one. We've got 0, 7. And 1, 3. Connect both of them. Remember to change our line to dashed. So that's our first line. Now we're going to do the second line. So -1, 2. Zero, 5. And 1, 8. Go ahead and draw our line. Changed it to dashed. And of course, as you can clearly see, my graph and that graph doesn't completely look the same. This is why I'm showing you on here, so this way it looks better. And so the only part that was shaded was this area right here. So we're going to make sure that we only shade this area. So let me move this over here so that way we can compare. See the green part right here? That's the same part over here that we want to shade. Okay, make sure that you don't have anything else shaded or Alex will mark it wrong. Then go ahead and click check, and you have got the topic almost complete.